Some say tough and rough men won the wild American West, but I think women gave it their very best. All the men wouldn't survive if their women weren't there to keep all their hopes and dreams alive. Women won the West, with them around men had to do their very best. The women worked so hard, but nobody ever saw when they spoke up, their word became law. Women won the West, but it was a hard quest. A native woman led the westward way when Lewis and Clark got lost one day. Wives came to along the Oregon Trail. These westward women were not frail. They walked and drove the covered wagons when their men's energy was dragging. The men always went hunting and fishing, leaving the women to do all the farm work. They planted and watered crops and fed all the livestock and fighting off raiders too, while their men hung around town and were bragging about the work they do. When their men were out drinking and thinking, and out getting pretty barmaids winking, the women were all home doing the work, wondering if they married a lazy jerk. All the men said they were looking for a better life, but they left all the hard work to their children and wife. Women won the West, with them around men had to do their very best. The women worked so hard, but nobody ever saw when they spoke up, their word became law. Women won the West, but it was a hard quest. Saloon women soothed their souls and listened to their goals, but some never cared, they just took their money when they were drinking in there. Other women even became brides of the single lonely men. They would go off with them to tan buffalo hides and work the farm after they promised to keep them from harm. The men who were in town telling their story, they got all the historical glory. The women could have, they should have, but men never gave them their credit. These stories newspapers would edit, never tell. Without women, the future of the West would not have ended well. Women won the West, with them around men had to do their very best. The women worked so hard, but nobody ever saw when they spoke up, their word became law. Women won the West, but it was a hard quest. Without their hard work on the ranches and farms, or in towns when there was no money around, their husbands would have to sell, they would have lost it all. If women wouldn't have answered the westward call, go west, the men were told, and take the bravery test. But it's the women who really won the Wild West. The men were always in town, saying they were doing their best so far, while they all sat drinking in a local bar. And the women were all out working on their lonely farms and ranches, cutting firewood and collecting branches. Women won the West, with them around men had to do their very best. The women worked so hard, but nobody ever saw when they spoke up, their word became law. Women won the West, but it was a hard quest. Of course, one day painted bar women looked better, but they weren't out working and saving the farm in all kinds of harsh weather. These brave women got wrinkled into age, while history erased them from the West's heroes page. Women won the West, with them